Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Don't just throw a tailgate, own the tailgate with a Bojangles Big Bow Box. Because only Bojangles puts tailgate-ready fresh, never frozen, honey barbecue or buffalo bone-in wings with fall-off-the-bone juiciness right in the pocket. The only way to make these wings any better? With some made-from-scratch buttery biscuits, flavorful fixins, and freshly steeped legendary iced tea. So let the quarterback do the throwing, you do the winning. Because how can you expect to win the game if you don't win the tailgate? Bojangles, it's bow time.
Boutique Air in Muscle Shoals, Alabama offers direct flights to Atlanta and Pensacola. Boutique Air service runs twice daily, 7 days a week with fares starting at $59. Follow Boutique Air Muscle Shoals on Facebook at Boutique Air MSL and book your flight through boutiqueair.com. Boutique Air,
where you can fly private for the cost of commercial.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the legal services performed by other lawyers. My wife and I sat down with Harlan Mitchell and discussed our own estate planning needs. I know in our experience, Harlan brought up questions that caused us to think about our current situation and what we need to do moving forward. When you sit down with Harlan for your free consultation, you're going to find out things that you may have not thought about when it comes to estate planning. I encourage you to go to BamaEstatePlanning.com or give Harlan Mitchell a call at 256-216-9884 and schedule your free consultation today.
Experience the difference at Athens Bible School. The vision and purpose is to provide each student a quality education in a Christ-centered environment to develop the whole person spiritually, mentally, physically, and socially in safe and supportive surroundings. The solid biblical foundation permeates learning and culture in the classrooms and every extracurricular activity.
Hey everybody, this is Daryl Worley, and you're listening to The Mark White Show. Hey, step up and make a difference like he does.
This old world is full of hurt and pain. A little sunshine and a whole lot of rain. It don't take much to drive those clouds away. Let's all do something good today. You never know what someone's going through. Don't underestimate what you can do. A friendly smile's a tiny price to pay. Let's all do something good today.
Welcome to another edition of the Mark White Show. I am your host, Mark White, and I'm so glad you all could join us this evening as I talk to a special friend of mine. You've heard him on the Mark White Show several times now, Mr. Ethan LyBrand. He is the MDA National Ambassador. We're always glad to have Ethan on the line. His dad, Josh, is with him right now. Welcome to the Mark White Show, Ethan and Josh.
Well, thank you for the opportunity.
Yes, welcome.
I think I have to start this conversation out this way, Ethan. You got braces on August the 23rd, and you are about to do a special stream-a-thon, and you're going to have to talk. How is it working out for you with the new braces?
It's done a lot better than I imagined. I haven't had its problems.
I was thinking it could make the jokes funnier with braces.
Maybe. For its sake. Maybe, maybe not.
You have been the ambassador now for MDA 2020 and 2021. You've been doing this for a little while now. How's it going being the ambassador for MDA?
I mean, to this day, I still can't believe I was able to get this role and be able to support MDA and support so many kids and adults. And we just can't get enough support from everyone that has been supporting MDA throughout these years. I can't thank them enough.
A lot of people may not be aware that September is Muscular Dystrophy Awareness Month. What is your role or your mission this month to bring awareness to muscular dystrophy?
This month we're doing an 8-hour event on the MDA Let's Play Twitch channel. There's going to be 8 hours worth of playing video games, giveaways, competitions, surprise guests, and it's really just going to be a good thing for everybody. And if anybody wants to join, go to mda.org/Vegas, or to donate, go to mda.org.
When you say surprise guests, Ethan, you talking about people just jumping out from behind curtains and coming from behind boxes and things saying, surprise, I'm here?
I hope not. I'm scared. I'll mess up.
Somebody's going to sneak up from behind and say, I'm a surprise guest, Ethan. But you do know who some of the guests are that are going to be there, right?
Yes, there's going to be a couple of big Twitch streamers, and the best part is they have some form of Duchenne's muscular dystrophy. They've been to camp. They've all been a part of our MDA family for forever, and this past year I was able to get to play with them on the MDA Let's Play Twitch channel. We played a bunch of games and we had a lot of fun, and I just can't wait for this event. 8 hours of gaming. How many kids get to say that instead of their parents will let them do that?
That's a lot of gaming, and I know that is a very large and continuously growing community. I have not heard of AlphaRad or Terrorizer, but these are apparently renowned gamers, and that would be an exciting thing for people who are in the gaming community, right?
Yes, I myself am in the gaming community. I quite enjoy video games.
And how about when it comes to football? This guy who's a running back for the Indianapolis Colts, his name is...
I don't know if it's Naheem or Naheem, but we know who he is.
Yes,
he's a spokesman. What he's doing, getting the word out and spreading awareness.
It's phenomenal.
It's amazing.
Yes.
And, of course, that's what it takes. It takes people who are bringing awareness, and obviously this is a year-round mission for you, Ethan, as you live with Duchenne's yourself. But here in this month in particular, when it is a month dedicated to awareness for muscular dystrophy, this is a unique opportunity throughout this month to bring some extra awareness, if you will.
Yes, I am very excited for this opportunity, and I just hope people will be generous and donate, because every penny counts. So if you have any cash to spare, please feel free to help kids like me.
Have you found yourself traveling a lot now that you're the ambassador for MDA?
Well,
That's the thing.
we were going to, but COVID kind of ruined things.
With the guidelines and everything, MDA just hasn't asked us to do anything in person yet, just for safety reasons.
So what has been Plan B? How have you made this work as the ambassador for 2020, 2021?
Well, since we weren't able to raise money at events and places or things like that, we needed to figure out another way. So I thought about doing a joke series. Since I'm obviously great at telling jokes, I just thought it'd be a good thing to raise awareness and also make people smile. Having something for them to look forward to just made my day. Now we're starting to get in the full swing of things. I'm going to be going to Chicago with MDA for the Chicago Marathon, and that's going to be the biggest event so far I've had as the national ambassador, other than the Stream-a-thon and the telethon.
Well, I'm glad that one way or the other, they have figured out ways for you to be the ambassador and full steam ahead, with these different efforts, even though, as you say, you haven't been able to travel and do the things that maybe you thought you might be able to do. You're certainly making a huge difference, Ethan, with MDA, with your voice, with the things that you've done, your jokes. You've gained national attention and brought national attention. A guy from Decatur, Alabama, who I met at E.B. Burleson Elementary School just a few years ago. Man, things have really changed a lot, but I just want you to know that you've made a major impact in this community and that you have certainly been a great voice for MDA.
Well, thank you, Mark. And next time we're definitely going to have to do this in person.
I remember when you all came down to the studio when I was actually on one of the local radio stations, and I just enjoyed that visit so much, and I appreciate the fact that we've been able to connect today to talk about this special Stream-a-thon, the MDA Takes Vegas Stream-a-thon, happening tomorrow from 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. For us in Central Standard Time, that would be 3 p.m., 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. The MDA Let's Play channel on Twitch will host hours of competitions, giveaways, and celebrity appearances. We don't want people to miss out, and we want them to learn more and to donate. And as you mentioned, Ethan, they can go to mda.org/Vegas and donate to this very special effort, the Muscular Dystrophy Association. So, again, thank you, Ethan and Josh, for joining me here today. In the next segment, we're going to talk more about muscular dystrophy and bringing awareness in the month of September. So thank you both guys for joining me here on the Mark White Show today.
Well, thank you for the opportunity.
Yes, thank you, Mark.
Yes.
Folks, we appreciate Ethan and Josh LyBrand joining us here on the Mark White Show. I hope you will check out this special event that Ethan just announced through the Muscular Dystrophy Association happening tomorrow. When we come back, we're going to have Muscular Dystrophy Association Chief of Staff Kristine Welker joining us as we continue to highlight the work of the Muscular Dystrophy Association and highlight Muscular Dystrophy Awareness Month in the month of September. You are listening to The Mark White Show, and I'm your host, Mark White.
Something good today. A little wink, a pat on the back, a big old hug, a little laugh. We can make a difference. All we have to do is try. Yeah, every day's a chance to change somebody else's life. Let's all do something good today.
Hi, I'm Ethan, and in the celebration of MDA Takes Vegas Stream-a-thon happening this Saturday, I'd like to share one of my favorite jokes with you. What do you call a fantastic Minecraft celebration? A block party. I hope it made you smile, and be sure to tune in to the MDA Takes Vegas Stream-a-thon this Saturday, live on the MDA Let's Play Twitch channel at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Hope to see you there.
Mr. Cecil Batchelor is the one that started this business as Dependable Service Center. And even though now it's Green's Dependable Hardware and we're a True Value store, our tagline is still Your Dependable Service Center. We've tried to keep that alive for all these years. Mr. Batchelor really started a good business. We're really excited to be carrying on a long-standing tradition. It's the oldest retail store in the city of Russellville. We're Green's Dependable Hardware, 15220A Highway 43 in Russellville, Alabama. We're right behind McDonald's or right across the street from the hospital. Number is 256-331-0123.
Your Dependable Service Center.
Do you look at your home or business and wonder what you can do when it comes to landscapes or hardscapes? Get in touch with my friends at JJ Brothers Hardscapes and Landscapes. Licensed, bonded, and insured, JJ Brothers Hardscapes and Landscapes offers new sod, irrigation, new flower beds, new mulch, blocks, stone, retaining walls, patios, and outdoor kitchens. Give JJ a call at 256-497-8263 or email at jjhardscapes@gmail.com. Now offering pool remodeling and new installs. That's JJ Brothers Hardscapes and Landscapes. Located in Tuscumbia, Alabama, the Alabama Music Hall of Fame honors Alabama's music achievers. You can even go into the recording studio and try out your talents as a singer. That's the Alabama Music Hall of Fame, located at 617 Highway 72 West in Tuscumbia, Alabama. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Give them a call at 256-381-4417. Check them out on the web at alamhof.org. Thompson Roofing and Construction is a locally owned family business serving the North Alabama and Southern Tennessee area. They are a Better Business Bureau A+ member since 2011 and a GAF Master Elite Contractor. Give them a call at 256-952-3309 or check them out on the web at 256roofing.com. They offer free inspections.
Thompson Roofing and Construction.
Is it time for a haircut? Go see my friends Philip Butler and B.H. Parker at Southwind Barbershop, located at 1637 Lee Street in Rogersville, Alabama. Give them a call at 256-247-5658. That's 256-247-5658.
Yay, after all this time, you're always on my mind.
Hi, this is Rodney Crowell, and you're listening to The Mark White Show, where making the difference in other people's life begins, and we all get on board and give it the best we can.
I still love you.
To the city, works extra hard all day, finishes up early so he can get away, 'cause there's a blue-eyed kid on second base, wants dad to watch him play. Daddy's
Welcome back to the Mark White Show. We're so glad that we could have Ethan LyBrand on the line with us. He's a great ambassador for the Muscular Dystrophy Association, and we appreciate him so much. You know, it's a great testament to what a young person can do to make a difference. And Ethan is 12 years old, but being a 12-year-old, he has had a huge impact in the 12 years that he's been with us, and I know that his parents are very proud. His sister Chloe's very proud, and I'm proud of Ethan as well. Right now, I have on the line with me Kristine Welker. She's Chief of Staff with the Muscular Dystrophy Association, and she was previously a member of the Board of Directors and interim CEO. Welcome to the Mark White Show, Kristine Welker.
Well, Mark, thank you for having me on your show. And I should tell you that I'm also a member of the MDA community myself. I have a child, a son, who has Becker muscular dystrophy. But I really also wanted to say thank you for recognizing Ethan LyBrand, our very own Muscular Dystrophy Association's national ambassador, and his family. He's just such an incredible person, as you know, and what a personality. And just a shout out to him because he's doing a great job engaging our families and brought so many smiles to our faces throughout the pandemic. And now you may know, as he shared with you, that he's a gamer and he's been part of our MDA virtual summer camp program. And that's where he found an interest in gaming and is an active player in our MDA Let's Play game nights.
And I told Ethan, I said, I'm not a gamer myself. I'm quite a bit older, and some of these gamers' names I did not recognize, but I know, as I told him, there's an entire community who's very excited about these gamers joining in this effort tomorrow, this fundraising effort.
Well, that's exactly right. I have to say, as a parent, I don't think I've ever said the words yes to my son. You can game for 8 hours, but I will tell you that, the Muscular Dystrophy Association, as you know, and have long reported, we've been very innovative in our research and our care. And as well, you remember our groundbreaking approach with launching the first ever telethon. So when we thought about what we wanted to do to sort of engage the next generation of fundraisers and those among our community, we are upping the stakes once again with this new initiative you've heard of called MDA Takes Vegas. And what we're going to do by kicking off is to go back to Vegas, given our longstanding connection to the Vegas community, and also time it to recapture MDA's Labor Day prominence. But as you just mentioned, and I said, we like to do things in a way that's innovative and we like to launch first. And this will be our first ever MDA Takes Vegas Stream-a-thon. And as you mentioned, it's really designed to bring together the power of gaming and streaming live from Vegas at the HyperX Esports Arena at the Luxor Hotel. And yes, there are esports arenas that I can tell you a little bit more about, Mark. And as you said, through the MDA Let's Play events, what we've really learned is that gaming is a great equalizer for people with disabilities. And the philanthropic spirit of the gaming community is really pretty phenomenal. And they do a lot of work around what they call gaming for good. So what we're trying to do, as you mentioned, is raise awareness with some of the world's top gamers. And you're right, you probably don't know who they are, but there are lots of people out there that do. And we want to fundraise together with them. And the two well-known gamers that are going to be our anchor hosts, are you ready for their names? They are Alpharad and the Terrorizer. But I will tell you quickly that despite his crazy name, he is actually very family friendly and he's a big fundraising gamer.
I was going to go back to just the fact of your passion behind being a part of MDA, and you beat me to it, which is highly appropriate, but you do have a child with muscular dystrophy, and you've been able to leverage your experience and expertise to help shape the future of the organization and be able to pioneer new strategies to evolve MDA's mission. And I think that's just a wonderful thing that you have that ability as not just the chief of staff, but as a mother with that type of experience.
Thank you. And I have to say, one thing that we share in common, Mark, is, and I love your tagline, sharing news that unites us, because my social following, I say, hashtag strength and unity. And that comes from one of our own members of our community that we did lose to one of our diseases. And I was so inspired. And, I love media. I have 2 decades of experience of media. And I just wanted to bring my professional experience together with my passion for MDA and continue to serve the community and try to do really fun things like what we're talking about today.
Yes, and speaking of those fun things, this is happening tomorrow as MDA Takes Vegas Stream-a-thon happening tomorrow. So tell us all about this. What can people expect tomorrow at this Stream-a-thon?
Well, it's great. And Stream-a-thon will be now part of your vernacular. And yes, you're right. This Saturday, September 4th, during Labor Day weekend, we are going back to our legacy roots with the first ever MDA Takes Vegas Stream-a-thon. And to tell you what it is, it's an event that will be streamed live on the MDA Let's Play channel on Twitch. And many of your listeners probably know about Twitch, but it is the undisputed champion of video game streaming. And we are partnering with them, and we'll be featuring entertainment and gaming for 8 hours with fun competitions, giveaways, and lots of surprise appearances, including our very own Ethan, who will be gaming with us this Saturday during the Stream-a-thon event. And, you know, what's so fun about this is that we really wanted to go from the stage to the stream as we continue with our commitment to innovating and furthering our mission in supporting people living with muscular dystrophy, ALS, and all the other related neuromuscular diseases that we represent.
As you know, in any effort like this, there are names who will never be heard and never be said. But behind the scenes, the work that they do is imperative for a fundraiser like this to be successful. So let's talk about this teamwork aspect. Let's talk about unity and strength and the collaboration that it takes to make this happen and make it a successful event.
I'll tell you what inspired us is that, you know, we listen to our community so well because that is the most important thing, is to drive mission engagement and to serve our community. And part of that is fundraising, yes, but it's also giving people the opportunity to engage. And one of the things that we did through COVID and the pandemic is that we heard from our community that they were experiencing some social isolation. So we quickly pivoted and did virtual summer events, and we started to do a lot more gaming, getting on board. And if you don't mind, I actually often use our own audience to talk about what it means to them. Like you said, the people behind the scenes that often don't get heard. And Glitter is one of our most avid, yes, that's her name, Glitter, her game night name. And she's one of our most avid MDA players among the Let's Play community. And here's what she said, that to me, Let's Play is a community that is so huge where you can connect with people you can actually relate to, people who understand the struggles that we have to go through on a day-to-day living basis. And she goes on to say, it actually makes us actually feel like we're human, not outcasts or different. So I think she says it best, and we have so many other quotes from the community because they share those stories in the chat box during all of our gaming events.
And right now, there may be somebody listening who feels like they're not part of the muscular dystrophy community, but they can be. And someone listening right now may find a purpose in MDA. They might find a purpose in helping young people like Ethan and Glitter and these other young people that we're referencing right now and make a difference in their lives. And I hope that whoever's listening that has that on them will take that step. And Kristine, I want you to be able to let listeners know right now how they can be a part of MDA, what they can do, that first step to make a difference in this very special community.
Well, thank you for that offer. And I will just say that it's easy. You can get involved with so many, in so many ways, but I would say first, visit mda.org/Vegas to learn more about this weekend's terrific MDA Stream-a-thon event and spread the word. But tune in, please, and game for good.
Absolutely. Kristine Welker, Chief of Staff, Muscular Dystrophy Association, mother, and what is your child's name?
My child, avid gamer, is Willie Welker, and that is not his game name. I do want to say thank you again because, you know, Mark, what we share in common is your tagline, you know, and we love sharing news that unites us. And I really appreciate everything that you do.
Well, thank you so much. And shout out to Willie Welker, a huge difference maker there because otherwise you would not be in the role that you're in right now and the place that you're in. And I believe you're in the right place, Kristine, and I believe your heart's right. And I'm so excited about this very special event as MDA Takes on Vegas Stream-a-thon happening tomorrow. Looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to seeing my buddy Ethan. These are all things that I've never heard of, but it's very exciting to me to see what you all are doing for the muscular dystrophy community. Of course, September is Muscular Dystrophy Awareness Month. thank you so much for joining me here on this show, Kristine.
Thank you. Strength and unity.
I think we've got it done today. So, folks, Kristine Welker, Chief of Staff with Muscular Dystrophy Association, and we appreciate her joining us here on the Mark White Show today. Here on the Mark White Show, we're recognizing difference makers and sharing their stories to encourage and inspire us all to make a difference where we can. I hope that you're encouraged and inspired by the Mark White Show. If you are, please share it with your family, your friends, your neighbors. Let them know about the Mark White Show and what we're doing to make a difference. You can follow the Mark White Show on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn, and subscribe to the Mark White Show podcast via Apple iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, AudioBoom, SoundCloud, Blueberry, YouTube, and TuneIn Radio. You have been listening to another edition of the Mark White Show, and this is Mark White, encouraging you to find your purpose by making a difference in someone's life today.
Who live and love in my hometown. These are my kind of people.
Boutique Air in Muscle Shoals, Alabama offers direct flights to Atlanta and Pensacola. Boutique Air service runs twice daily, 7 days a week, with fares starting at $59. Follow Boutique Air Muscle Shoals on Facebook at Boutique Air MSL and book your flight through boutiqueair.com. Boutique Air,
where you can fly private for the cost of commercial.
Don't just throw a tailgate, own the tailgate with a Bojangles Big Bow Box. Because only Bojangles puts tailgate-ready fresh, never frozen, honey barbecue or buffalo bone-in wings with fall-off-the-bone juiciness right in the pocket. The only way to make these wings any better? With some made-from-scratch buttery biscuits, flavorful fixins, and freshly steeped legendary iced tea. So let the quarterback do the throwing, you do the winning. Because how can you expect to win the game if you don't win the tailgate? Bojangles, it's bow time.
Won't you hear me, people, when I say, well, let's all do something good.